Once again, welcome to this class. And we are discussing Senor Payroll by W. Barrett. This is the third lecture in this series of the discussion of this particular story. Prepared by Bharati Nagpur University, Nagpur, for become second semester supplementary English subject. So, in the previous lecture, I have already told that some of the workers, Mr. Garcia, Pete, Francisco, and some other workers quit the job. Okay, left the job. Okay, and this way they were paid because it was clearly mentioned in the rule number 2 that the people who would be leaving the job will be paid. So they were paid. After some days, okay, some days, or you can say just the next day, the same people came. Okay, and they stood before Mr. Larry and the narrator and made the application for the job. Okay, that was true. Now, in the notice, it was mentioned nowhere that once a person quits the job, will not be appointed. Okay, it was nowhere mentioned in the rule, and that's why they took the advantage of this particular point and again reapplied. And as there was a dire need on the part of the company itself of the stokers, because all these people who had left the job, okay, they were skilled workers, they were competent, they were really very good, they were craftsmen, okay, they knew their job well and they were very sincere, they were very dedicated, and that sort of compulsion again Mr. Larry and the narrator had to reappoint them as the stokers. So this way they used their mind and once again joined the company. Okay, they had kept it, they had left it earlier. So the main office or the officials who were there in the main office got to know about this particular problem. It was informed by these people to them that the same people are coming, they are quitting, they are coming, and that's why as there was a need of the stokers, had to appoint them. Now the third order came into effect, and with immediate effect it was asked to these people to bring into effect, okay, immediately after it was released or sent to this office, right, which was in the premises of that gas plant. What was in that third rule, third order? Let's see. The third order read like this: hereafter, from today, no employee who resigns may be rehired within a period of 30 days. Means once you leave the job, once you abandon the job, okay, you will be hired. If you wish to work once again and you want to come into this gas plant or this company, then definitely you will have to wait for how many days? For 30 days. It was a long period. Now it was really a problem for the people who had joined, because that made the applications for again the amount in advance. Okay, so it was a grave matter, it was a serious matter, and he took time to reflect on it. He took means once again this Garcia had come to the narrator and the Larry with application for advance. So he was not just alone, he was accompanied by other people also, Gonzalez, Mendoza, Alaya, Ortega, etc. Okay, all these people had come there, right? What happened? Next morning, very next morning, okay, actually they came there. They knew that according to rule, if you once if you leave the job, definitely you will be you will have to wait nearly for 30 days to rejoin. Still they took the risk and resigned. Okay, even though they knew this fact. Now they were paid this time also. Very next morning, they again used their brains. They were very smart, even though they were just stokers, they were just workers, they were very smart people at mind. Next morning, all of them came back. They stood in queue. It was long because so many good workers had left the job, and of course they came before Larry and the narrator and said that they want to join the company. So at this, Mr. Larry and the narrator said to them, "Don't I, John?" I said, "Here I am. I is for the narrator. Come back in 30 days, I want you. Right. His eyes looked straight into mine without a flicker. But this time, when Mr. Garcia was standing there, he did not have any kind of hesitation. Okay. There was no any kind of remorse in his eyes. He was very confident. He was standing in front of the narrator himself. And when the narrator told him that you just yesterday or the day before yesterday resigned, now you cannot change this company, you will have to come after 30 days. You will have to wait for 30 days. That it is there in the third order of the company. Now, what did he say? Just see. Actually, the person who was there was John Garcia. He said, I am Manuel Hernandez. It shows that he had once again come with another name. The person was same, but he had one another name. He had used another name, a different name. Okay, and gave it in writing that he was Manuel Hernandez. Again, out of compulsion, adds the affidavit was given by the workers that his name was so and so. Now, at least for this purpose of paperwork, it was just legal. There was nothing illegal. It was legal on the part of the company. It was legal on the part of the workers. Actually, it was illegal, but now it proved to be legal because they gave it in writing. I work as the stoker in Pueblo in Santa Fe in many places, and he mentioned that I already worked in different places as the stoker and I am applying here. So appoint me. Again, the company was in need and the person was standing. Even though the person was saying he had come there with a different name, the company officials in the narrator and the Larry had to appoint them. And this way, all those people who had left the company once again appeared with different names. All of them had changed their names. Within a week, once again the same thing started happening there. They started making the applications for the advances and again their salaries, etc. And the officials, even though they were in the main office or the people who were junior engineers in the premises of the test plant, had to issue the payments. At last, the officials in the main office understood that there was no any point in making changes from time to time or within a very short period of time. Actually, they realized after all at the end that mistake was being done by themselves and not by the workers, because the workers were working there for so many years and they were sincere just to keep a watch. Okay, they were making the rules, and at last they realized and decided that no such rules would be there in effect. They cancelled all the earlier orders and it was decided the next day the orders were taken down. And this way, who won in this fight? The workers. In the very beginning, I told that this story is not payroll, is about what? Control. It is about power. It is about persistency. It is about hard work. It is about dedication. And lastly, it is about the workers' patience. The workers had patience, but they had skill also. Okay, that skill also. And that's why after resigning nearly for 2 or 3 times, they rejoined the company. Okay, on different grounds. So you must have the skill to survive in any situation. If you have this skill, even though you are surrounded by the storm or the clouds of adversities, problems, difficulties, then definitely you can get out of that situation and can make your way clear and can survive well. So this story is about adaptability to new environment, to new situation, to new people. Okay, whatever is there. So you must have this skill of adaptability if you want to survive and live in a better way, in a better manner. So this is the story. After this story is completed, you must have understood that it is about this particular skill, and based on this, different questions will be there. You have to be very careful. You have to read it thoroughly and answer the questions which will be asked in the university examination. So all the best, and here we complete this payroll story by WD Barrett, Mr. Doctor. Thank you.